As a kid, I was a bundle of creative energy. I wanted to be a rapper. Breakdance was a big thing. I wanted to be a major breakdancer. I loved comics and I learned how to draw Spider-Man. And from that point on, I wanted to be an artist as well. I went to University of Nairobi to study design. My roommate, a chap called Davis Mwangoji, he's like, take me to go see my brother. And his brother used to work at an ad agency just next to the university. Now they're on Kijabe Street. So we go to his brother's office and I meet the big brother, Kilimo Mwangoji. So I was like, whoa, so you're in advertising, cool, huh? Art director. Said, no, I'm a copywriter. And I was like, what the heck is a copywriter? He's like, yeah, I write adverts and I do scripts. And I'm like, you don't draw? No. No pictures? No. Boring. So, and here's the funny thing, I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna do that. I want to be an art director. Yeah, little did I know that I ended up being a copywriter. The journey was actually completed through theatre. When I was in university, I joined the now Phoenix Players. David Ohingo was one of the people I met through there. So just when I was finishing university, to be an art director, now David Ohingo got a job as the head of production at Capital FM. Capital FM had just launched. It was brand new. And he started giving me a little internship jobs just when I was finishing university. Now he was like, Chief, you wanna come along? Apply. At the time, you'd graduate from university and not know how to use a computer. I was unqualified. All I could do was paint. And I'm asking to be a production assistant. So I was like, here, I have no chances, Because like the only guys who had actually studied digital production were guys from abroad. And those guys had solid credentials. Now me with my University of Nairobi design degree, so I said here, competitive advantage. I will work for free. I will learn on the job. And also in return, I'll do any graphic design bits you need. Because of course you're a new company. Of course you're gonna need a little bit of, t-shirts and stuff. They said, it's a deal, for free. It's on. So I got the job for free. At that time, Capital became a major production hub because of our digital format. So all the agencies started coming to record. So now that's how I started interacting with the agencies even more. So within that process, that the bit of a copywriting thing, it rubs off. You spend hours in the studio with a guy. I mean, after about 3-4 hours, you've picked up something from the guy. And imagine you're doing this continuously over and over again. So I started, tweaking scripts here and there. Then I started writing full scripts. And suddenly the bug got me and I became a copywriter. Eventually, I became the head of production of creative at Capital. And there was one spectacular year where we were the first Kenyan radio station to actually enter the APA Awards and actually win. So we won 2 awards, a silver and a bronze. Guys were like, what? A radio station won? Suddenly it opened up a lot of conversations because that night, various people from various agencies kept calling me outside for a chat. So early 99, Ogilvy came calling. They needed a copywriter. The scene was absolute madness and fun. I mean, I've never had so much fun at work than I did those first few years of advertising. It didn't even feel like work, it felt easy. There was this pitch for Everready batteries. I was not selected for the pitch team. They had picked my best friend, Teddy Mudhusi, to be the writer on that one. And he was stuck. So he was like, Ero, so you help me. I wrote an ad that I looked at the script and I said, this thing is too stupid. And I balled it up, the script, and threw it in the bin. So later in the day, Teddy's like, hey, any luck? I was like, I wrote something, but it's rubbish. He's like, let me see it. I'm desperate. So I told him, I bin. Pulled it out. He said, this thing is the one. Presented it, guys loved it, and actually that's the ad that actually won us that business. Oh, and then I left. There was an agency called ZK, and they needed a Kenyan creative director to handle. They used to mainly handle the Zane business. I was running the Zane account. Yeah, that was like 90% of our business. So I mean, all was well and good until Zane was bought by Airtel. And Airtel took their business to Ogilvy. So I went back to Ogilvy with my hat in my hands, very humbly, and be like, hey guys. I'm actually quite happy with it because, I mean, it was the same brand team that I'd been working with now at ZK. So they're like, see, these guys, usually these guys, actually continues. From a creative perspective, there were 12 APA agencies, which means if I mess up here, I've got 11 other places to go. So there were guys who could actually survive their entire career. You do 2 years here, you do 3 years there. Before you know it, it's time for you to retire, and you're good to go. Now, I mean, there are no options. I mean, there really are no options. There's basically one big player, and then everyone else follows. So I mean, it's not fair to the industry. It's not fair to clients. I mean, it's unhealthy.